Ok, bonjour classe. Aujourd'hui, c'est mercredi le 12 septembre. So today, our warm-up for today was what subject pronouns go in the blank. And we had to look at our endings to determine what subject pronoun went in the blank. And this was to show you that if you knew what the ending of the verb was, you would be able to know the subject pronoun because they have to match, the ending has to match the subject of the sentence. So with ES, we said that the subject pronoun was tu. For EZ, the subject pronoun is vous. For this one, Sarah et Nadine blank joue au basket, it should be L plural because ENT is your ending and two girls. Blaine et Corey blank étudie, it should be ils étudient, should be il plural, ENT ending, Blaine and Corey are two boys. And then Jessica, one girl, she swims, we want to say elle nage, the ending is E. So we did this, we did the warm-up together. That's in your set of warm-ups that I gave you at the beginning of the week this week. All right, the next thing we did was we reviewed how to make sentences negative. This PowerPoint, as you can see, is on my webpage. It's on the French 2 Pre-AP Notes and Activities under New Stuff. So I'm going to click on the PowerPoint. We just went through this PowerPoint, and I already have a video of me going through the PowerPoint. So I'm not going to go through it all. But I will tell you that the slides that they copied into their notes on page 21, where it was this slide here, we copied this one to make a sentence negative in English. We use the word not. In French, you need two small words, ne and pas. They are placed on either side of the verb. So they copied this in their notes. And then we said it was like a sandwich. When you use ne and pas in the verb, when you're basically making a sandwich. The ne and the N apostrophe is this one slice of bread that goes on top. Then the verb is in the middle. And then pas is your second slice of bread. And it goes in this order. Ne or N apostrophe plus the verb plus pas. And so I had them draw a visual representation of a sandwich, but label the slices of bread with ne / N apostrophe, verb, and then pas. And that equals our sandwich. And then this was just another representation, but I had them copy these two sentences here. I don't play soccer. They were to draw a square around don't. And then for the French equivalent, je ne joue pas au foot, they had to draw a square around the ne and the pas to show the equivalency of ne and pas being in English don't or not. Then they did this sentence as well. He is not listening to the radio. Square around not, square around the N apostrophe, and pas, il n'écoute pas la radio. He does not listen to the radio. So they copied these two sentences here. Then we went down in the next slide and we copied je mange, I eat, je ne mange pas, I do not eat. We just copied these two phrases. We didn't worry about these. Then I just showed them this example, je suis grande, I'm tall, and then the negative, je ne suis pas grande, I'm not tall. We read these examples. Je ne comprends pas l'exercice. I don't understand the exercises, or the exercise. Tu ne joues pas du piano. You don't play piano. Il ne lit pas le livre. He doesn't read the book, or he's not reading the book. Elle ne va pas en ville. She isn't going to town. Nous ne regardons pas la télé. We are not watching TV. Vous ne prenez pas le train. You're not taking the train. Ils ne voyagent pas en bateau. They are not taking a trip on the boat or by boat. Then we copied this slide as well. When the verb begins with a vowel, there is a slight change. Ne becomes N apostrophe. So they copied this in their notes. And we just went over this verb avoir, which my students from last year already knew. I didn't go into any detail. You don't have to copy this. Just shows you how to say, I'm not a certain age. J'ai 15 ans. I'm 15. Je n'ai pas 15 ans. You just see that j'ai breaks apart. When you want to make it negative, you have to take the je and keep it from being a contraction, and then add the N apostrophe. Verb, pas. Slice of bread, verb, slice of bread. And we just looked at these sentences and read them. And I had 7th period copy this down, but I forgot to do 4th and 6th. But I wanted you to know that ne pas is not, but ne jamais means never. So if you never do something, you can use ne jamais. But it follows the same exact pattern as ne pas does. Ne, first slice of bread, verb, instead of pas, it's jamais, but it's the same formula. Jamais just becomes the second slice of bread. Il ne joue jamais au foot, he never plays soccer. Elle n'écoute jamais le prof, she never listens to the teacher. Il ne fait jamais ses devoirs, he never does his homework. Okay, so then we scrolled through most of this. We didn't really look at this. And we came to this activity right here. And everybody got this already on a half sheet of paper. And so we just did this together on the board. And so what you can do is look at somebody else's, and you can see what we did. But basically, we just took these sentences and we made them negative. So if I wanted to make Marc aime faire du jogging, which means Mark likes to jog, I want to say Mark does not like to jog. So I would write Marc n'aime pas faire du jogging. So I changed the slide projections so I could actually type. So I want to show you how it would look. So we want to make it negative. We copy Mark, and then we take the N apostrophe and put it before the verb. There's M, and then we have pas. So we have N apostrophe, which is the first slice of bread. Pas is your second slice. And M is your verb. All right? And then we continue. N'aime pas faire du jogging. Okay, and so you're going to do the same with the rest of them. All right? Charlotte joue au foot. So, Charlotte does not play soccer. Charlotte ne joue pas au foot. And I will do one more so you can see one more example. And I'm going to have to put this underneath because it's going to end up going over. But it would be moi et John, nous ne regardons pas les films d'horreur. Me and John, we do not watch horror movies. So that's how that works. And that's all we did. There was no homework. We did have an exit ticket. Each student had to tell me one thing they do not do at school. So be thinking about that. But that's it for today. Bon après-midi et